everybody. Again, we're starting off with a really lovely screenshot, aren't we? Probably. So, I am making ravioli today. And I'm going to start with the filling. So this way it cools down so I can handle touching it by the time I got the pasta ready. So, in here I have 1 pound of ground chicken, which I'm just going to kind of get frying up here. And I also have, in my quick little dicer thing here, I have 1 small onion and 1, or I can't even remember how many mushrooms are in here. But I have them very, 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 very tiny. 1, so my daughter doesn't realize that they're in here. And 2, so it makes it easier to put into the pasta without breaking it. Now yes, I know ravioli is supposed to be cheese or whatever. I think that's normally what I find when I go to the store and I buy it. It's always cheese of some kind. Well, I'm sorry. I like a meat in mine. I don't know why. I'm weird, I guess. And I'm not going to add any seasonings to this. Nothing. I'm doing it just like this. The seasonings will all be in the sauce, right? So, I know. Sorry, you're going to hear the scratching of my spoon. I prefer using metal in my cast iron. So we're just going to let this cook up, fry up, and do its business, and then cool down. And while that is doing that, I'm going to start working on the pasta, which you guys will see in like a split second. So, we'll be back. Alright. So, just so everybody knows, I am not 1000% positive if this is going to work out. I'm hoping it will. It should, theoretically. I am going to take a everyday pasta recipe using gluten, like a gluten recipe, and make it into a gluten-free one using gluten-free flours and that. So let's see if this works. Theoretically, it should. I don't know though. So I just have a all-purpose gluten-free flour here, and I am going to add a teaspoon of salt, mix that up. Should have taken my rings off first. That's okay. I washed my hands and stuff, everything, all that stuff beforehand. Get that out of my way. Oh, I need another ½ cup flour. Ah! Good thing I caught myself. So I used to make pasta all of the time. So, I don't make it anymore because when it went gluten-free, I figured it'd probably be easier just to buy it. But, we'll see how this works out. Because if this works out, well then, geez, I'll probably look into getting another pasta maker and stuff like that and make my own, all my own pasta again. Alright, so we have all of our dry ingredients there. And I need to set this aside for a second. We have 3 eggs. Let's whisk those up a little bit. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I'm gonna get a little bowl of water beside me here. may require some water. So let's make a little well. At this point I am going to take my rings off because this is going to become gross and messy. And I just checked my fridge to see if I had any spinach, and I didn't. I was going to add some spinach into my filling, but I don't have any. So if you have spinach, add that in there because it'd be delicious. So we pour that in the middle, and I normally don't do this, guys, so I normally just pour it in there and then mix it together. So let's see if I can actually do this right. I want a spoon. I want a spoon to do this. So you're supposed to stir this up, incorporating small amounts of flour as you go. I think this is why I never did this way, because it frustrated me. So that is not going to stick together. So this is where the water comes into play. You add just very, very small amounts of water until it can hold its own, hold on its own. So you don't want to add too much water to this. You want it so the eggs are more or less doing the sticking. Oh, we're getting closer. Okay. Add the rest of that in. Just so everybody knows, that wasn't even a third of a cup of water there. Okay, I'm getting there. What I'm doing here is I just took a small ball of it. I'm working it in my hands so I can see if it's right where I want it. Because if it is, then I'm going to put this in the fridge. I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to place it in the fridge. Let this get cold. And then work with it from there, because cold dough is a little easier to work with than dough that you've been, manhandling for a while. See, and look at that. That's exactly where I want it. So, I am now going to place this, or actually here, I'll show you guys what I'm doing. We take some cling wrap, take the ball of dough, cling wrap, make sure it doesn't stick to the bowl, cover it as best you can with it. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. Sorry. I'll move the bowl now. I want to get it nice and tight around it. These lovely freezer bags. I'm going to put it in the lovely freezer bag here. Squeeze as much air out of that as I can. Nice and tight. Oh, still air in there. Nice and tight. Put that in the fridge for, I don't know, I'm going to put it in for probably anywhere from 15 minutes to half hour, just so I know it's nice and cold, and then we'll come back to it. Alright, so it's been half hour. I got busy working on the new blog, which if you've seen my Instagram post, that's what I've been working on. I didn't think I was busy enough, so I thought I'd add some more fun to my life. But once this is all done, it will pay off in the end once I get it sorted out. So, we have our nice ball of dough, and I'm going to break off a piece of it. I'm going to wrap this one back up nice and tight. And just kind of set it aside for now. Okay. Put some flour down. You can see I've got parchment paper underneath. I work with lots of parchment paper because I hate when stuff sticks to my counters. So I am forever using parchment paper. But what I'm going to do first here, so I'm going to knead this out a little bit. I really should put the flour aside because I really don't need to be adding more flour to this. So we're just going to knead this out. Oh! I'm going to make a mess while I do it because I can. I have a feeling I probably should have added some more water to this, but we'll see. This is the joys of trying out new things, guys. There's going to be failures and there's going to be wins. And hopefully this is a win once I get it really sorted out. You know what? I'm going to get my other bowl. I'm going to add some more water to that. That was probably a little more water than what I need, but that's okay. Oh yeah, see, that's nice and slimy now. Sometimes you think you may have an epic fail. Other times you'll have good success. We'll see how this goes. No matter what, the video will be being posted. Okay, so let's put this back on the parchment paper here. Okay. So I'm just going to add some of that flour because it's sticking to my hands, which that's fine. That is fine. Okay, so let's now get my second piece of parchment paper, which I have this right behind me here. has some spring back. Not used to that with gluten-free. Okay, so I think that is good. Oh, excuse me. Okay, anyway. I'm not gonna start getting picky. I have about a medium-sized biscuit cutter. It's gonna cut these out. See if I have enough to do. I needed one more. That's okay, let's kind of set that bad boy aside. So I'm going to flip these over so the flour part is on outside. Don't ask me why I do that. I really, honestly, I do not know. You know what I'm going to do though? Going to mush that back together. Now let's get the filling. Now I did end up by adding just a little bit of cheese to this. Just some marble lactose-free cheese. I'm just going to put a little bit here. See, now how good does this look? I'm sorry, but I'm thinking this looks really good. Okay, then I have too much in this one. We remove some from that one. Put it back in the mixture bowl. Okay, there we go. Now we wet the outside with some water. So this way we know it's gonna stick, right? Look at that. That is beautiful. That is one beautiful thing. Now I'm going to put this. Now as you can see, I have a cookie sheet over here with some parchment paper. I'm just lining them along here. So let's take that other one, put it down on there, mash it down. Mush them together. Okay. Let's mush the sides together. Mush, mush, mush. Alright. Now, I'm going to keep going, but these four, I'm going to get some water boiling so I can boil these up, cook them up, and give them a taste and see how they are. So, while I have all that going, I'm going to keep doing more of these, and I'll bring you back and show you cooking these, and then I'll give them a taste and see how they are.